Well, good morning, everybody. Today we're finishing up Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. We've been working through that over these last few days. And in these verses today, in these ending verses of the Sermon on the Mount in chapter 7, Jesus is actually asking us to do some self-examination, some real searching of our heart. Listen to how it starts out in verse 24 of chapter 7. It says, "Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock." As you read it, you might remember that Jesus told a story about two builders. Both of them build a house, and both of them build houses that are looking pretty good as long as the weather is good. But the deserts in Israel and the deserts in Arizona are a lot alike, because we know that when the storms come, the washes fill up with water, and the rushing water can take out a foundation so quickly and destroy a home. Now, notice that Jesus is not saying avoid the storms. In fact, he says when the storms of life come, not if the storms of life come. They're going to come. And the storm is the tool, though, that actually reveals the quality of the work of the builder. And of course, any builder who is worth their salt is going to want to build in such a way that it's able to withstand all the storms. Now, storms, of course, we know come in all sizes and shapes. We have relational storms and medical storms, and we have financial storms, and some come out of the blue, and some, quite honestly, we cause on our own. But Jesus is helping us to understand what kind of foundation will withstand anything. And going back to that verse, Jesus says, a wise person is one who listens and follows. Listens to Jesus' teaching and follows. In other words, he obeys, because we want our lives to be able to withstand anything. So let's just take a second right now and examine our hearts. First question to ask is your faith in Jesus something that's real? Or is it just something that's sort of a glittering bunch of pithy platitudes? Doesn't mean that we never doubt or never struggle. It doesn't mean that we know everything that there is to know. But it does mean that we go back to the very first verses of the Sermon on the Mount, the very first of those Beatitudes. Remember in chapter 5, verse 3, where Jesus says, "God blesses those who are poor," and listen to this, "realize their need for him, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs." Remember that wise builders honestly admit, I need God. I need God in everything. And foolish ones are the ones who try to build on a self-sufficiency foundation, and they try to do it alone, and eventually that's what will give away. That will not last. Let's read those verses one more time from chapter 7. "Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock." You know, as you examine your heart today, I pray that Jesus will show you that the free gift of his incredible love is the most solid foundation that there is. And I pray that you'll go out and live that out and share it with others. And I pray that you'll have a day that's full of his peace and his joy.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.